Yes, Happy New Year. Here's Gwen's sister Margie and Walter.
And we have
Another Walter.
breakfast over here.
Help yourself. That's Charlie, the owner.
No, I was going to say, I don't like jalapeno wraps as a rule.
You know, it's funny. They make all different type of wraps. They have like Texas barbecue wraps, and this is just a tortilla itself.
Yeah.
Asian wraps, tomato basil, jalapeno pepper, roasted garlic, herb. I mean, I've seen probably about 100 different wraps.
I've eaten it my whole life.
And the muffalata is a light bread. It's very light.
It is, and you know, it's got ham, salami, pastrami, provolone, Swiss, and mozzarella with a special olive dressing and baked off. But we also, someone brought up the fact that the bread was too much from the eat, a couple of elderly people. So we put it into a wrap. We on our new menu.
Oh, you did a muffalata wrap?
We're going to do a muffalata wrap.
Nice.
All the ingredients in the wrap to eliminate some of the bread.
Wow.
Now you need to talk to somebody about creating the muffalata tortilla show. Oh, see, now we're taking Cajun and New Orleans food to a healthier style.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
You go to New Orleans, you forget about that.
Yeah, right. That's what they call it, Fat Tuesday, man. You eat and you do whatever you want, and then you fast for what, the next week or two?
A midday snack, lunch, afternoon snack, and dinner. I mean, it's so good. Food in New Orleans is just...
I mean, yeah, bananas Foster and all that stuff. It's just like, wow.
I would
So
imagine...
where can you go? Where do you go anywhere and you eat coffee and beignets all day long, 24 hours a day? It's never closes. And you can get beignets and Cafe de Monde for coffee and chicory.
Well, I can't wait until you turn this into almost a Cafe de Monde when you start doing your beignets here.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know what beignets are, but it's like it's the best donut that's out there, is what it is. But it's done really New Orleans Cajun style. It's not spicy, but it's smothered in that powdered sugar. If you ever saw it on the Food Network, I mean, they got this huge rack where they just like dump that powdered sugar on there. It's just, yeah, and it's so good. And it's like almost like it's a yeast dough, rises, deep fried real quick, in a very light vegetable oil, pulled out, and just dump a ton of powdered sugar on there, and wow. I mean, you could sit there and eat probably about 30 of those.
They sell a lot of them, and you have to... Do they put them in the bags right away?
Yeah.
I think that's what I remember. They're wonderful towns. We'll spend a lot of time in New Orleans.
And then the chicory
before I went to marriage at me. This is what, 3 years over there.
Now, their chicory coffee, is that like a real potent coffee, real sharp, or?
I never thought of it that way, but I guess everybody that doesn't drink or has never drank coffee with chicory find it to be very strong and potent. But I grew up on it. 2 years old, we were buttering bread and dipping it in our coffee for breakfast.
Wow.
I never dreamed that it was that strong. But
Yeah.
Like, I probably would find it strong now because I don't drink coffee hardly at all anymore. When I do, I drink traditional coffee.
Well,
Then you go to New Orleans, and I brought coffee and chicory here a couple of times, and people go, "Wow, this is really strong."
It is. It's strong for me. Yeah, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And everybody was going, "These are delicious," and I went, "They are, I think," but my mind is telling me they're not. But they've got that here on the menu. I've got gator. You got gator bites here too.
Gator bites.
Yeah.
And you know that it tastes like chicken. But even your frog legs that we had the other day, I mean, it's like eating a chicken wing practically, but a little bit more gamier, I'm going to say. But not necessarily
eating a chicken
gamey.
and just ate a piece of fish.
Yeah. Well, you know,
There you go.
I saw the frog hopping around over there, and I said, "Here, I got a present for you." I didn't know he was going to turn into frog legs, but
We had somebody in here this morning that used to go to my restaurant, my other restaurant before, and put the garlic onto it.
Yeah.
Butter and garlic, and you fry it.
Well, you know, it's bad for the frog, but it's good for the person that's eating
I
it.
hear you.
My friend Christina actually got the frog leg in her mouth, and then it came back out. She was being daring. The guys dared her to eat it.
Well, you know, a lot of people don't quite know when it comes. I mean, it's like deer. It's like eating buffalo, bison. I mean, it's not really buffalo. It's bison, American bison more than anything, because buffalo is an extinct species. But you know, it's different, but it's got its own flavor. I mean, unless somebody really told you, and they gave you a bison burger, you wouldn't know, except for not being so oily and greasy. It's very light and yeah, very lean. So you have to do a lot of things to actually flavor it up to give you a little of that not so dryness to it.
Yeah, like deer sausage, you got to put pork in it, a little bit of pork and pork fat to give it some.
To kick it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's why deers are so strong, because they're really pretty lean. And they're pretty tough too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's why.
So you might as well just eat the ground beef.
My truck.
What hit your truck?
3 months ago.
So who outlasted it, the truck or the
Actually,
deer?
it's amazing. I expected to get out and see all kinds of damage.
Yeah.
The only thing I found in the truck was a clean spot.
Wow. No kidding.
Lucky.
Yeah, you're very lucky. I've seen them take out frames on cars. I mean, they actually bend frames. That's how strong they are. So that's pretty strong.
I had a stepmother in Tennessee took out a deer back in the early 90s, and she had a big old boat of a car. It was like a Malibu or something.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
how
and you
fast
know,
she was going to hit that deer.
well, you
how
know
big
what,
that
and,
deer was.
and unfortunately, you can't do anything about it because they just jump out in front of you.
Yeah. Well, my dad kept telling her that he knows that she had a cow, not a deer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mardi Gras. We're
Mardi Gras.
definitely going to be looking forward to that.
Yeah.
It won't be until next month.
And of course,
Coming up
we'll be
very
back
soon.
here again doing a live radio show for Mardi Gras.
Oh wow.
And I hope Will stays here so he can get the baby and that king cake, and he can throw the next party.
All right.
You won't be staying here, though. You're going back soon?
Yeah, Sunday probably I'll be leaving.
Ah.
I'm not sure how much longer I'll be there, maybe another month.
You have some work out there, Will?
Yeah, my friend John still got properties that he has to deal with in Buffalo and West
Great.
Virginia.
Yeah.
So I'm covering things for him while he's away.
Well, that's good. Yeah, you missed the Christmas parade. Wow, it was huge and
We're looking
everything.
forward to
Really wanted be
Sarah
back, too.
showing up, but you
She
never
was looking
called.
forward to it also.
Yeah, well, next year maybe.
Yeah.
He has a
Well, if
beautiful
you need
daughter,
your truck
Sarah.
checked out, A1 Stop Auto Shop. There's the guys to go to right here. Christy.
Well, she's not a mechanic over there,
But
believe it or not.
If you need
These
tires,
stay very clean.
if you need tires, Space Coast Tires right here.
I could use some snow tires up there 2 weeks ago. We had 2 feet of snow
Wow.
where I was staying in one day.
Now, Brian, do you actually have chains over at Space Coast Tires?
No, best way that.
Not in Florida, right?
No, not Florida.
No studded tires or anything?
So it was snowing in New York. Today, the parade I was watching in San Diego, the Nebraska band couldn't show up. I think, you know who they should have had sub for them?
Who?
Al Gore should have come and played a tune for them, just to
Oh, global warming?
Global warming. Al Gore should have been invited there because
Yeah.
Nebraska was so snowed in they couldn't even make it.
No. I'm telling you. It wasn't. It was all in their dreams because there's global warming going on.